Recover Saint Lucia was launched on Friday, November 20th, with the aim of resuscitating the Saint Lucia economy. The initiative has received the backing of the business community and various industries. Recover Saint Lucia is broken down into 5 subcommittees chaired by various industry specialists. They are Health Best Practice, Dr. Stephen King; Economic Opportunity, Goretti Paul; Food Security, Nurani Aziz; Resource Mobilization, Sanovic Destang; Communications, Adrian Auger; and Chair of Recover St. Lucia and President of the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Karen Peter.
Recover St. Lucia is a bold and necessary initiative to improve our prospects for successful coexistence, management, and eventual control of the coronavirus COVID-19. It is born out of recognition that economic viability is both our strategy and our objective, both necessary and desirable, and the only means by which we will preserve the lives and livelihoods of our citizens, businesses, and communities.
COVID-19 has devastated the economy, forcing introspection on how best to revive the island's fortunes. Recover St. Lucia's Economic Opportunity Subcommittee Chair, Goretti Paul, says the 3 main areas of focus include national apprenticeship, business mentorship, and
our third key area is a virtual market space. With the support of the various membership organizations, individual companies, and business leaders, we will host a virtual marketplace to bring buyers and sellers together. The aim is to create more opportunities for partnerships and alliances to trigger economic activity.
Domestic political rivals Prime Minister Allen Chastanet and leader of the opposition Philip J. Pierre have been drafted by the business community to embrace bipartisan cooperation in steering St. Lucia out of the pandemic crisis. Pierre has endorsed the initiative but wants greater inclusion and fairness.
My party will endorse and support any initiative that benefits the people of St. Lucia. And that initiative must have as its basis equity. Everyone should get an equal opportunity to share in the benefits of that initiative. I would hate to think that some people believe that because of the perceived political color or the political beliefs that they will be ostracized. So I hope that because this initiative is not driven by politicians, that the people who are driving it ensure that there is equity.
Prime Minister Allen Chastanet likewise sanctioned Recover St. Lucia, pointing to engagement to ensure the conversation remains one of national importance.
Government has always been available to advice. Always. We stand ready to be told something different, a different way of solving a problem. And that's the MEMAC meetings that we have. We sit here in this room. And when we come to this room, if there are better ideas, we make the changes. But one thing that we know is that even after 6 months, there is no such person called an expert on COVID. There may be an expert in COVID dealing with a health perspective. There may be experts that can deal with it from a psychological perspective. There may be those who believe that they're experts from an economic perspective. But sadly, COVID is requiring a unique individual that understands all of those things. And that's where this engagement comes from, in terms of trying to understand other person's perspectives. And I say that because that's what I see this initiative about.
A memorandum of understanding was signed by leader of the opposition and the Prime Minister, as well as the chair of Recover St. Lucia. The symbolic gesture of bipartisanship was not lost on key members of Recover St. Lucia.
With the private sector is not without its varying views, but we recognize that there is a common objective and there are things larger than any single one of us. There are things larger even than the survival of our individual businesses. This is collaboration for growth, prosperity, for survival. Gentlemen, Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Prime Minister, your presence here is symbolic, it is significant. We would also like it to be transformative. Mr. Prime Minister, you are in the driver's seat right now. We would like you to think of the Leader of the Opposition as your co-pilot. And we would like you to think of us as your beloved passengers. We need you both on board, as pilots and as both.
The Recover Saint Lucia launch looks to ensure continuity of policy, process and priority amid the recession-induced public health threat that has, so far, infected hundreds of St. Lucians and claimed 2 souls. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.